What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are Wednesday evening for the Ruthless GT3 series. And per usual, we got Monkey in the booth with us from Autopolis.
Hey, Stu.
How's it going, man? So, pretty tricky track here at Autopolis. 30 laps. What do you think?
It is one of the most difficult tracks. Gotta pay attention the entire time. Can't sleep for a second, or you are off in the grass.
Well said. Well, without any further hiccups, we're going to get this thing underway from Autopolis.
I think the RRS crew is finishing up a little tour in Japan with this one.
That's right, and we're actually going to be under a pace lap here for the first lap. So, wait for everything to get back in order here. But yeah, so we're going to have an interesting one here from Autopolis, I do believe. And we'll see how everything works out with strategy here. So I'll flip through the field right quick while we're under this pace lap to start off with what everybody's running to start off here.
Our largest field of the season so far.
That's right, and the timestamp is at 55 and counting.
Okay.
Alright, so we got mediums for 1, 2, 3. Softs are going to be on our newcomer in the Corvette of Flash 9. You know, it'll be on those soft tires to start out here. Mediums for the McLaren of Snowman there, and everybody back through the field still getting things together here. Staggering in the Subaru will be on soft tires to start out here. Another first timer here for us is KB in the 71 BMW, so we got two of those out here now. He's also on the softs to start out.
Interesting.
Chaos will be on the mediums along with Stu. Dak Fu, first start for him in the 67 Supra on mediums, along with Hollywood starting out in the back. But up front, we're getting everything together as we go through our last few turns of the course at Autopolis to officially get this race underway on lap number 2. When they roll off
is our pole winner.
That's right. It'll be your West Higgins ORV pole sitter here in the GT3 series this week. And they're off here from Autopolis. So we're going to take a look from the back up and just kind of see what goes on. Because I know things are going to get crazy. Oh, we got Stu off into the grass. But he saves it. Hollywood back there. Ooh. Everybody up front kind of just keeping their own.
That's pretty clean for turn 1 there. A high-speed turn.
It's pretty good. Got Stagger making some moves here in 6th position, trying to catch back up to the top 5 here. Showtime, KB Showtime, and his BMW is trying to make moves on the Subaru. Both of those cars are on the soft compound to start off this race.
Staggering and KB are on soft tires?
Yes.
Okay.
See, Flashing on Monkey got a good battle going on here. Soft tires for the Corvette.
Monkey's in a new paint scheme this week.
That's right. Got the Kohler generators on now. Yamaha scheme takes a back seat for a week at least. And we've got the Ford Porsche Mustang out here.
Yes.
It kind of rolls off the tongue good.
It does.
Ford Porsche Mustang. What do you call this? The Shelby 911?
I might. The Shelby 911 Cobra.
Yeah. Dark Shelby 911 Cobra. All right, 3, 4, 5, pretty close. 1, 2 kind of out on their own deal. Soft tires of 6th and 7th look pretty good as they are neck and neck coming through on the 3rd lap.
Testing all week at this track, I was not finding soft tires to make it more than 7 or 8 laps during the daytime like this, so it's be interesting to see how this plays out.
Alright, so we got T-Dubs who's leading us right now as we go through the hairpin. That will bring us into a pretty fast right-hand turn here. It can be tricky though, can easily slide off to the left side right there. And it's something you definitely want to watch as you attack that corner throughout the evening. Let's see, KB has lost the Subaru of Staggering.
That's something big difference between this week and last week. The track last week had walls all the way around it. This week there are none. So if you make
Hollywood.
a mistake, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Hollywood got off into the grass there in 11th. Back in the back. He's going to have some dirty tire. Yeah, back to your point, this is a lot different than last week. You had walls right there. Here, you can run quite a bit of ways off the track.
Yep. I found if you get on the grass at all, you usually get on the grass 100%.
Oh, yeah. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th, still pretty tight-knit back here. Stagger-In has made his own argument for 6th place there. He's just looking to get back up to Snowman and those guys. Spin by the 45, nose into the wall of T-Dubs, and that's going to be brutal as he will drop back all the way to 6th position there. So T-Dubs with a massive crash just gets broken loose there through our first real tight turns of the course.
Unusual place to turn that around. Is that on the entry to that turn?
Looked like he was coming out of that turn to
Could be.
Going back straight.
Well, then it's not an unusual place to spin out. It's a pretty common place to spin out.
Looks like he's recovered quite nicely, though. He's got back in front of KB here, or he's been in front of him, but he hasn't really gave too much up to him, I should say. They did put Staggering all the way up to 5th now. Has allowed Monkey to kind of take over 2nd. Not sure what happened with the battle here. Flash 9 kind of seemed like he's laying back maybe a little bit.
I think that 911 Mustang 911 Cobra Jet. What did we decide that was called? Shelby 911 Cobra.
Yeah.
It's like maybe he just broke away. Cork, young Cork up in the lead. Not too unfamiliar position for him.
Yeah, Cork looking good out front for now. Looking at the fuel, these guys should be able to run at least, 5 more laps. So shouldn't be anything crazy towards strategies here.
No, we did the 1 pace lap to start. I think 10 laps is average fuel. Maybe 11 to lap 11 we'll start seeing some pits.
See T-Dubs, he is a 10th to his best lap so far, and that is after the crash for him that we saw. Also, we see a new scheme for T-Dubs this week, 45 McDonald Supra.
Yeah, looks a lot like Jason's car, just a different number on it.
It's true. Are they insinuating teamship?
That could Could be. There are no official teams in GT3, but
Looks like our man KB just doesn't have a sponsor. He's just got the good old US of A on his side. Sometimes that's all you need.
I saw that. Maybe after a good finish today, somebody will pick him up and he'll be able to afford more than that vinyl stick-on he has.
Not the best. We wish him the best.
Yes.
And then Snowman has found himself back to 7th now. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. I didn't think he was up there in 4th after the T-Dubs incident. May have done some of that.
Maybe. Showtime got around Monkey somewhere too. Or, sorry, Flash. Two guys in here named Showtime.
Yeah, Flash 9 gets around Monkey there in the Corvette. Monkey not leaving his sight though. Right there in the Shelby Mustang Python. What do you call it again?
The Shelby 911 Cobra.
There you
Ford
go.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that was it.
As long as Cobra's in there, Monkey will be happy with that.
Alright.
Flash is making that Corvette look fast.
He is doing some good to it. He's doing better for it than I could have. But I'm going to say I really like the scheme he's chosen here. Gotta give a quick look at that. He's got the Tasmanian Devil and the Roadrunner on the back.
Let me see that. Oh yeah.
Kind of a Corey LaJoyce inspired scheme, but it does have his name on it. Got Flash on there. This is quite a scheme my man's got here.
Do you know what the Celsius sponsor is? Celsius Live Fit?
Energy drinks or something like that.
Okay. Still to this day, I've never drank an energy drink besides the original coffee.
There you go. Monkey fun fact of the day.
Fun fact, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'd be addicted to them, so I better stay away.
Personally, I'm not a fan of them, but like I will drink them. I like the juice ones particularly, not really the, I guess what people would say, original flavors.
I don't know anything about them, except that they sponsor a lot of race cars.
That's right. Which is kind of the opposite of what I'd want to be drinking while racing.
That's true.
Alright, so 7th and 8th kind of close here. Got 9th kind of off of them. Looks like we've had 2 drivers drop out so far. It'd be Snowman and Hollywood. We'll chalk it up for engine failure.
That's unfortunate. Should make Cork nervous with his the other McLaren has an engine failure. Maybe Cork is next.
Yeah, you never know. Couldn't be on the safe side here. But the 8 does have a good lead and a decent paint scheme to go with it.
The 8 does have a decent paint scheme. How are we looking? It's field's starting to get a little spread out.
Like staggering there on the soft tire. He is coming up on the Porsche 911 Cobra rather quickly.
Well, you don't like seeing that. I see T-Dubs is coming too.
That's right. He has moved up. Back up here after the crash in this turn. I believe it was. Might have been this turn. It was through this part of the track.
That is the turn.
Man got kind of loose right through there.
Yeah, looking at the tire wear here. Stagger and softs are wearing faster than the mediums, but just a little bit.
Yeah, that isn't a really big difference.
No. Everybody looks to be about the same position on tires except Chaos. He's got a good set going. Wonder if he's saving fuel.
Dak has moved up to 7th place now. Chaos does have some pretty decent looking tires.
As Dak's driving the Monster Energy car.
You give a shout out to his scheme as well. He's got a lot of different things going on there.
Yes.
On his Renault.
Staggering all over Monkey's bumper.
Alright, so maybe a battle down to the inside for Staggering. Looks like he won't win that battle. He'll go off to the left side and lose 2 positions trying to take 1. And maybe the left front failed him there going into that hard right-hand turn.
Maybe. That is a difficult blind corner heading into there. It's not easy to change your line. Because as you come up to that corner, you can't even see your line. You have to trust when you turn, you're going to be where you
we
need
got
to
a
be.
discrepancy, sorry. Staggering got right into the side of T-Dubs. Kind of pushed him across the track, gave him the position back though.
Opens up a little space for Monkey there. Sure he appreciates Staggering's effort. though it was unintentional.
Alright, so we go back to KB. He's kind of in a league of his own there in 6th place. It's kind of been the curse of 6th position so far throughout the race. Can't get up to race anybody, not far back to race those guys. 7 and 8 are in eye shot of each other.
Oh yeah. Something about 3rd, 4th, and 5th the last 2 weeks. Or was it 2nd, 3rd, and 4th last week? It was 2nd, 3rd, and 4th were battling the whole race. This week, 3, 4, and 5 have gotten back together, and they're different people.
Yeah, we've
Except
had
Monkey.
some exciting mid-pack speed the
Yes.
last couple of weeks, and this being a completely different style of racetrack, kind of puts it into perspective of how good these guys are across the different types of tracks we endure throughout this GT3 series. I believe, yep, that's going to be Staggering again. He got off over into the dirt through turn 1. A very tricky turn right through there.
I'd like to say it's the hardest turn on the whole track, but there's a bunch of hard turns on this track.
Yeah, there definitely is. The hairpin is, you seem like you could go faster than you really can go through there.
Yep. It's real easy to spin the tires coming out of there and turn your car around.
You're seeing Cork attack that right now. Got flashing on right behind him. Monkey and T-Dubs both now attack the hairpin. Staggering tries to recover from going off track there in turn 1. He now has KB kind of in position to maybe attack whenever the tire could go down here on Staggering. So keep an eye on that.
Still got 9 laps out of those soft tires on his 10th.
He sure did. And the Corvette as well, on the soft tire, is looking pretty good. He's got at least another lap of fuel in it.
That's crazy. His soft tires are barely worn more than Cork's mediums.
I know, that is some...
Well, it looks like
got
T-Dub's
something going on
making
there.
a move. T-Dub making a move for 3rd. Maybe he'll go off the track too.
Alright, T-Dub's able to get 3rd place through there. As we look throughout the field on the fuel, got some red flashing through here as Dak Fu will go down pit road this time. Be taking on fuel and tire for sure.
That food chewed through some fuel.
He did do that, and he is in the Supra, which is interesting because got T-Dubs up here in his Supra. He's probably going to have to pit this lap. Monkey looking around the same there. Flashing On is going to be able to take the Corvette and run with the McLaren through the first portion of this race.
He's getting there. We had Dak and Chaos pitted? Yes, on lap 11. Okay. Oh, Chaos is still in there. No, Chaos is coming out. Who's their leader? Okay. It's like Cork is coming into the pits from the lead. Flash is coming in right behind him. They both used up almost all their fuel.
Yep, T-Dubs Monkey go in right now. Staggering now goes in. KB will go by pit road. So everybody but KB goes down pit road. He's also in the BMW, same as Stu. He's on the soft tire as well. Still has some wear left on him.
Gotta watch this.
24 goes down pit road. So
Looks like
KB,
everybody used up all their fuel heading into the pits.
and that's interesting on KB's part here. See if he's able to make it back around.
I see KB is running the yellow lights. It's a mark of a good race car.
It's true. Almost have to put him on the BMW.
You do have them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you said almost have to. Yes. I can't think of many cars that don't get the yellow lights. Cork obviously hasn't learned that lesson, and that's why he's in second place now.
Oh, that's why he's sliding off the track a little bit. I saw that. Right, we see the difference between the leader who has not pit yet and the guy behind him who has. Obviously, Cork will overtake the BMW KB whenever he goes down pit road.
Yeah, Cork is pretty close to KB.
That's fairly close considering he had to go down pit road and take full fuel.
Yeah.
Let's see how this BMW gets in here. Yep, about as good as you can do it.
Yeah. It's a tricky pit entry. On your way in, there's a wall just to block you from going in too fast.
And you put a handsome hurting on you.
Yes. I saw a couple of cars in the pits that had some scuffs on their front end. And here comes Cork around.
He will pass the BMW right now as he's just up to about halfway on the tank being filled up. So we'll see how many positions KB will drop here. He's dropped all the way to 4th for now. As Monkey will also pass him. Staggering. It's going to be a battle between them two off pit road here. KB and Staggering.
Oh, see.
Oh, way down to the inside. They kind of keep it together here. KB
That was close.
That was very close, and he will take 5th place into this turn. Almost runs it far left on the track. And you also got to think KB is going to have a little cooler tire. Also, still running those softs though. Got the softs being ran behind him there in the Subaru as well.
Yeah, Subaru has a tire advantage at this point. The heated up softs.
Oh, off into the grass there a little bit. So he'll lose some pace there on the 5th position.
and some grip on those tires for at least half a lap. So
Yeah.
it gets all that grass cleaned off.
Let's hop back up to the front. We got Flash 9 and Cork right here, neck and neck.
This is Flash 9's first race in this series, and he is putting on quite a show.
That's right. Let's keep up with this battle.
I heard some of the veteran drivers in this league were talking about schooling these NASCAR drivers coming in here, but looks like maybe some of these NASCAR drivers are schooling these veterans.
Oh, looks like hot rotors and all off to the left side. Flash 9 is giving Cork a great battle here for the lead on lap 14 from Autopolis.
Cork is really pushing that McLaren too.
Yeah, he's also on the medium tire. He's got that soft compound behind him. It's going to be a more preferred grip on what I would consider a very slick racetrack. Cork is off into the grass for a brief moment. He's able to collect it, get back on track. He's going to have the dirty tire. They're also mediums. It's not going to be preferred going into this hairpin section. And it's going to be easily for the Corvette to go down on the inside here. He needs to play defensive, though, against Cork. Not going to be able to do so. Cork is in the throttle and down into this hard right-hand turn. Oh, it's going to be a little discrepancy. Able to keep it on the rumble strip. Excellent driving there by the 7 of Flash 9. This is all this battling has allowed T-Dubs to battle right back up here, make this a 3-car race.
And nobody happier than T-Dubs to see this battle going on.
Oh, Cork getting loose.
I don't think the Corvette has the same speed as that McLaren.
Yeah, it definitely didn't have the giddy up there once they got off the turn, but I will say Flash 9 was there on the inside, probably had to let up a little extra to make sure he didn't slide on out to the outside there. So he also probably didn't want to be too close going down into that right-hand turn off the hill, but he almost paid the price for that one as well.
Yes. A good battle up front with the top 3.
That's right, 1, 2, 3 looking real good. We'll just get a quick, generous flip through the field. 4, 5 kind of on their own, 6 there on his own. For the most part, 7 and 8 pretty close battle out on the track, and then Chaos unfortunately has met some kind of hardship in his race thus far. We have missed it. Cork still trying to hang on to this lead. Still can't stay out of that grass right there. Been locking that patch of grass. Oh, T-Dubs is going to go around the Corvette. And he's on the medium tires in his Supra. Oh, off to the right side goes Cork again. Slowly but surely choking the lead back to T-Dubs, who wrecked many, many laps ago and has had to fight back to this position. After his crash earlier, he settled down in 6th. Now up 4 spots through the pit stop.
Yep, worked his way through the field, slowly but surely.
And don't call him Shirley. Alright, so T-Dubs gives it back up to... Can't get back up to Cork and take over this lead.
I'm sure Cork is aware now that T-Dubs is coming up on his rear.
Oh, Cork gets real loose through turn number 1 off to the left side. Must have been an equally bad corner for the other 2 guys. They didn't gain a ton of ground on them. Cork and that McLaren, man, it's been a sight to see sometimes.
It is. Cork puts on a good race all by himself. Cork versus the machine.
Yeah. Man versus nature and man versus man.
think there was an old story about somebody versus a machine. John Henry, maybe?
Yeah. He outdug that old miner. All right, 1, 2, 3 kind of got even spacing between each other here for the moment.
Yep, we all got a little bit of breathing room.
Cork's scaring me there up front.
And Monkey's all by himself. KB's all by himself. Staggering's all by himself. Dak and Stu got a little battle going on. Oh, Chaos just went off the track. Right before the double left-handers, he went off.
I caught this right at the end of it. Our leader's going to come around to Cork and take lap 17 out of 30. So that means we have pit stops. Probably 3 to 5 laps could start taking place. Just depends on how long these guys can make it. Cork loose off in turn number 1 here. Still got some good spacing between him and second place, though.
That was Cork's fastest lap of the race. T-Dubs is the owner of the fastest lap on the race. Looks like everybody's starting to run some 147s. Except T-Dubs, who has the 146. The track looks like it's getting a little faster.
On board with T-Dubs right now as we see him trying to chase down the one of Cork. You can see Cork just has great acceleration whenever it comes to these exits.
I didn't notice, but T-Dub set that fast lap on lap 13, so that was first lap after the pits.
Yeah, he used the fresh tire to his advantage. Oh, Cork gets off left to the dirt there. He's going to have some dirty tire through some pretty slick turns uphill. This is one of my least favorite turns of the entire track. There he goes with the dirty tire. He's over into the dirt big time now.
Oh, no.
He's got that McLaren bottom out and eating dirt. Pawpaw's ready to plant the corn after the McLaren went through there. And that'll drop.
Yeah, a lot of spots.
3 spots there to the McLaren lost after plowing Pawpaw's garden.
That is a tricky turn. You come up over the Cork spun it out beforehand, but you come up over the top of that and all the weight comes off the back of that car. Easy spot to spin out. And these guys are making a lot of this track look easy, even with the mistakes. It is a very difficult track.
See Cork's still battling that tire. We go back to 7th place. Monkey had mentioned these 2 cars were close. They are fairly close. See if a race heats up there between those 2 as things start to settle out.
I saw Stu putting that throttle down, getting the back end of that BMW wiggling.
He's putting the chase on the that Supra ahead of him. Oh,
Looks like
24
that
grass.
Looks like that BMW's running NASCAR pipes.
Yeah. It does. Right behind the front wheels there.
Yeah.
Pretty short exhaust system. It rattles pretty cool.
T-Dubs is our leader. Flash 9 is right on his bumper.
Took the words right out of my mouth. This is a good battle here between the Supra and the Vet. As pit stop should be occurring in 3 to 4 laps now. These guys want to make it to, they want to be on pit road, crossing the line for lap 21 for the best shot at making it without another pit.
Yeah, I would say nobody should pit before lap 21. That's the best way to make sure you can make it to the end without pitting. And
Flash 9 is right here in that Corvette. And I'll be honest, his front tires are very even to T-dubs. It's really the rear tires taking the difference.
How can that be? I get the rear tires, but how are those front tires holding up?
That's interesting. It's literally about dead even. I mean, his right front might be a little more worn, but it ain't by much.
No, if you could run soft tires, you're looking at least a second faster per lap over somebody racing medium tires. In equal equipment, of course. The Corvette must be a well-balanced machine.
The C7 was a heck of a race car.
And that's Subaru. You know, he's doing it too. And this Racing Softs, he did it last week. Everybody else ran hard or mediums. That Subaru ran softs.
That's right. He did do that. And he made it work. It looks like 7th and 8th got a little more space between them now.
You know, this is a difficult track. Almost every car has a little bit of damage on it. Everybody's hit something, I think.
Probably the pit wall.
Probably the pit wall.
Alright, so Cork's trying to get back up there to the Cobra 911s. Damn it, I almost spit it out right, but I didn't. That's my bad.
I think it's the Shelby 911 Cobra.
There you go. Shelby 911 Cobra.
I'll have to watch the replay and see what we decided on. Mustang grill's probably helping to get a little more air intake into that engine that sits in the back.
Yeah, that's right. I'd say it's going straight through, you know, cooling the driver off in the process. Oh, we've got a wreck by Cork. He is spinning. Does a nice 360. Actually, I'm going to put a West Higgins ORV replay on that one. He's coming out of the, yeah, he gets off into the grass, and perfect little 360 here. And right back in order for the 8 car of Cork. So, 360 brought to you by Cork. Replay brought to you by West Higgins ORV. Equal housing lender.
Gotta say, Cork versus the machine. It's machine 2, Cork 0.
That's what it's looking like. Oh, he's off into the grass again, and another 360. Oh, narrowly missed by KB. And the smoke's pouring out of the back of that McLaren. This Cork has done it twice in the same lap.
That is crazy.
Unfortunate.
That shows you those dirty tires.
Yeah, they are no joke.
No, if you haven't experienced it, they're very slippery.
Nice little battle up front, though, between the 1-2. Oh, Cork's already down pit road this time. So, he's going to make it happen right now.
Yeah, he slowed himself down to pit speed. Might as well go in.
Yeah.
And Cork's running the Toyo tires on his car.
That could be what's wrong with him.
Could be. One and two still battling up front.
Alright, so Cork's in pit road. We got 1-2 up there fighting for position. But 7-8, or I'm sorry, 6-7, they're getting close together as well.
T-Dub's pushing that car hard. He almost lost it. I did see Cork got a full load of fuel before he came out, so he's hoping to make it to the end.
Actually, we're going to go back and take a look at Cork in 8th position. He's back on the medium tire. So we'll see what other people decide to do as the track's going to be getting darker. We've seen it getting getting tremendously darker as we've gotten closer and closer to the end of this race.
Yep, track darker, obviously cooler because the lap times have picked up.
Showtime goes down pit road, or sorry, Flash 9 of the Showtime crew. T-Dubs also went down pit road. Oh, Monkey went in there. Pretty good.
T-Dubs is still going.
Yeah, he did. He passed up pit road. All right, so let's see if Stagger In goes in this time. He could stretch it out, I guess, if he wanted to try. Let's see if he's going to do it. Yeah, he does. He's going to go right on by pit road. All right, so let's see.
Interesting strategy out of Stagger In.
Oh, the BMW Stu has gotten around Dak Fu. So let's see what these two cars decide to do. Everybody but T-Dubs and Stagger In has went down pit road. Flash 9, Monkey, and KB. Flash 9 is off pit road. Dak Fu will go in this time.
Fearless Stu is going around for another lap.
That's right. You got the BMW of the 24 going out for another try as he's going to get right behind the cars coming off pit road. It's right here behind the 4th place car, Monkey.
Well, looks like Monkey decided to go with soft tires on this pit. He must be thinking this cooler track can handle, the soft tires can handle 9 laps on the cooler track.
That's right. So we've got T-Dubs and the 43 here who still need to pit. We suspect the 43 will continue on with his racing soft adventure as the Corvette did. And Monkey had mentioned 6 moves over to the soft racing tire as well as we still wait for the 24 to pit. KB sticks with his softs, mediums for Cork, mediums for Dak in the 67 machine, and mediums for Chaos back here. Alright, so we got T-Dubs down pit road right now. Very close on the fuel here with the 43. Keep an eye on him, see if he can make it. Oh no, he's out. Oh, he got into pit road. Camera angle had me messed up there.
Looks like the cars that just pitted did not take full fuel.
Yeah, that's right. Only 79 on the tank for T-Dubs. And he's going to come back out. And he's going to have Flash 9 right there. And he's actually going to have less fuel than Flash 9. Coming out of the pits.
Yep. He's got about the same amount of fuel as Monkey.
Alright, Stagger and Stu on pit road now. That should finish our pit stops for the evening racing softs for T-Dubs after running mediums early on. So we see a few drivers choosing to switch over to the soft tires as we see the track get a little darker.
Let's see what Stu does here. I think that's almost everybody switched over to softs.
Yeah, I think you had Cork and Chaos, I think, were on mediums.
Dak came out on mediums and a full tank of fuel for Dak.
Oh, Chaos off the track here. Stays off the track to allow the leaders to go around. And thank you for that there, Chaos. It has been noted. You did not just go back onto the track.
Yes. Professional move by Chaos there. Be careful of the leaders.
So T-Dubs is kind of spaced out the lead here a little bit on the Corvette. Possibly thinking he won't run out of fuel, so he can just kind of run it flat out. Not worried about the tire. So T-Dubs takes lap 24, completing 23 here from Autopolis. He had to venture his way all the way back here, as we've had a couple different leaders tonight. Quirk was up here at some point.
Well, I was going to point out that Monkey was the current holder of the fast lap on the track, but Showtime just came by and beat it.
In a moment's notice.
KB beat it. KB Showtime now holds the fastest lap on the track. from 4th position.
All right. So is the BMW on a late race move here, not too far behind the 3rd and 2nd. I'm sorry, who was that ahead of Monkey? Oh, it's Chaos. So not too far off of Monkey there in 3rd.
Nope. Difference in the top 4. That T-Dubs and Monkey are running soft tires for the first time this race. And Flash and KB have been on... I don't know about KB.
T-Dubs half second penalty. I believe it's the first penalty I've seen this evening.
I think you're right, Stu. I don't even remember where they served those penalties. I do.
Out of the hairpin.
Yep.
Alright, so that's going to be good for Flash 9. He's going to be able to gain a little bit there for sure. You know, a half second. It's going to hurt whenever, especially he's this close. But this is going to have to be one of Flash's best laps as well, you know, to kind of close this gap. Make sure he's close enough. He ran his best lap of the race right there, actually. So, nice way to set up a mistake by your opponent up ahead.
Yeah, unfortunate for Flash, the T-Dubs just set the track record for the day at 146.1.
Yep.
I think T-Dubs is maybe trying to build up a little padding before he gets a penalty served to him.
Yeah, he has just a little bit of a breathing room right now. The cornering of the Corvette might be the challenge that Flash is experiencing.
Yeah, I mean, the sun's going down quick.
Alright, we're going to have this penalty coming up, being served out of the hairpin down the hill.
It may be a little biased, but I think Monkey is closer to 1st and 2nd than we thought. I thought he was further back, but he's really not. He's coming through the hairpin right now.
I feel like Showtime, or KB, sorry. I'll get that right eventually. KB, though, may have lost a little bit there on Monkey. T-Dub's penalty didn't hurt him hardly at all, it seems like.
How did that happen?
Not quite sure. I think he just beat the system.
It's a spot where you get your penalty. You're probably only going maybe 100, 110, I'm guessing. It's not as bad as some of the other races where we're going 140 and you get penalized for half a second.
That's right, and the you kind of slow down right there too, so it's not the best area to have a penalty marker, I don't believe.
No. I'd rather have it there than on the front stretch, though, as a driver.
Right.
Everybody's spread out all over this track. 1st and 2nd are real close. Everybody else is kind of alone. I guess Dak is close to Stu. Stu's got 7th place with a pretty good handle on it. Is Dak's car painted flat black, or is it made out of velvet, or what's going on with that thing? I can't quite tell.
Looks like it's a Monster Energy. Kind of looks flat or matte.
I wonder if it's going to glow in the dark when the sun goes down.
I don't know.
An eerie pink glow on the track right now for the sunset.
You know, red sky at night, sailor's delight.
That's right.
And right now, the sailor of the sea is T-Dubs, as he is out to a pretty decent lead.
He has set sail, you might say.
That's what some might say. Sets his best lap of the race,
By almost a full second.
Man's after the win here. It's only got 4 laps to do it.
26 laps, you're getting pretty tired. T-Dubs is still running in top form. Flash set a 145 last lap. He's still putting on a show.
That's right. He is about 6/10 different to our leader, but nonetheless a very fast lap. Oh, he gets loose right there, catches it, gets back on course. Flash 9 showing some the ability to handle this Corvette.
You can really see those brake rotors glowing.
Sure can.
That Corvette is quiet, but it is a beast. I don't know if you notice, Monkey's also running the NASCAR pipes on his Shelby 911 Cobra.
There you go. And yes, he is. See him there. See if we can get a peek at a hot rotor here as it goes through sort of the infield section.
Not.
Yeah, I'm not catching him.
I bet you see him when he heads into turn 1.
Tito's 3 laps to go. Oh, showtime. Flash 9 off to the left side of turn number 1. There's the glow.
Yes.
Tito's gets a little loose there. Could tell from the headlights. Cool to get a good look at everybody's headlights, see what's going on.
Will they finish this race before it gets dark? You'll notice there aren't any lights on this track.
Yeah,
There's lights on the cars.
Looks like it get fairly dark here. Corvette just ain't gonna have it for the Supra up in first place right now. Monkey actually kindly, little by little, maybe catching up to the Corvette.
First, second, third, and fourth are almost evenly spaced apart.
Let's see, Cork grabs some dirt.
Cork is not having a good night, but he's still in the top 5.
Oh, got a half-second penalty too. Oh, and he's around again. Oh, and he's going to drive it backwards. Okay, hits a J brake on it.
He's just showing off for the ladies now.
Yeah. Delinquent. All right. Unfortunately, looks like we have another retirement of Chaos in the race. We're down to 8 drivers now. With 2 to go.
Mechanical failure for the Renault, as they would say in Europe.
That's
Call
right.
that a Renault over here.
Renault.
Yes. Look at T-Dub's tires. He's got a lap and a half to go, and they're looking pretty good. Ooh. Monkey has almost worn out his soft tires. Everybody else's tires look pretty good. I wonder why Monkey's abusing his.
Yeah, maybe Monkey's trying to run up on that Corvette if anything were to happen. Though I will mention that Corvette tonight has really done a number with running soft tires this whole race and making it the same amount of fuel. I mean, that is a heck of a job there in that Corvette.
It really is. We've seen other Corvettes run in this series, and they have not been running up front like that.
All right, on to the front stretch this time. It'll be one to go, presented by Skew Car here from Autopolis. And if the story stays as true as it's been, there's nobody going to have anything for T-Dubs. You can see the headlights in the distance. That is the second place car of Flash 9. Third place of Monkey, about as equally far behind second place there, maybe a little closer. KB finds himself way off third, so he's just going to try to hang on to his fourth position. Fifth, sixth, all kind of set up here as it's getting real dark now at Autopolis, and T-Dubs just tries to navigate the last few laps of this race, or last few turns of this race, in near complete darkness out there on the racing surface, just the headlights.
Flash 9 stumbled in turn 1. Monkey is within striking distance. Almost within striking distance.
Now let's see if it's get another slip up out of that Corvette. Can have us a little battle here to the line. T-Dubs keeps it flawless down the hill. All right, just now coming out of that paperclip turn. 6 cars closing the gap a little bit. Excuse me, still room for mistake. Flash 9.
Gonna take a lot to catch him now.
Yeah, Flash 9's gonna have to make get off track or something here to help out Monkey, but it'll be a win for TWC, sorry, here at Autopolis. Once again, a victory for the 45 in the Ruthless Racing GT3 series, and a good performance, a great comeback from the wreck early on. But second will go to Flash 9 in his first start. Third to Monkey, a podium much needed there for the Porsche team. And we watched the BMW of KB Showtime in his first start, going to nab a top 5 there in 4th position. And Court, just a disappointing day, led quite a few laps here out through this one, but just a couple 360s here and there. Plowing Papa's garden kind of got him stuck in 5th place here this evening as he finishes up what's left of his run.
He's getting there.
There you have it. Cork will round up the top 5. As, yeah, he'll wreck it for good measure.
A hot dogging it across the finish line.
All right, Stagger In will cross 6th position and finish his day here at Autopolis. And it's getting pretty close between Stu and Dak Fu for 7th place. Any mistake here out of the BMW could allow Dak to move up. Won't do it though. And Stu will take home 7th over Dak Fu in his first start, who finishes 8th out of the starting 11 tonight. So good on Dak Fu as well. And that finishes everything up at Autopolis. You know, kind of the same length as all of our other races. Just seemed like it was a lot longer out there with so much work you had to do, such a technical track.
And finished in complete darkness.
That's right. Went from a nice evening all the way through dusk to complete darkness about the last lap and a half of the race. Weather was not an issue, as that was something that we may have feared coming into the race, but unfortunately, it did not rain. I want to see the rain. Hoping that it will show its head at some point throughout the season.
Rain races are always exciting for the spectator.
That's right, and I feel like it really brings a different level of racing and sometimes skill on when the track is super wet. And, you know, I feel like certain drivers will thrive in those positions more than others.
For sure. Yep. You have 500 horsepower, maybe a little more depending on the car. You got a wet track. Most of these cars are all these cars are rear-wheel drive. It's definitely a different day. And pit strategy comes into play. You want to get off those rain tires as quickly as possible, but not too soon because the track might still be a little wet after the rain stops.
That's right. It throws a lot of different things into the race, so I'm excited to see if that happens. We saw a lot of laps led by Cork tonight. Unfortunately, he ends up finishing fifth. Um, I want to say I'm really proud of everybody who had their first race with us. Obviously, probably not their first race on the game, but maybe their first league race, whatever. I'm not sure of the case, but appreciate everybody that raced with us and raced real clean. Anybody, I've seen some people join in here, so I appreciate everybody joining in. You can rewind and watch the race. We had just streamed it. But so congratulations to T-Dubs. Thanks to the Showtime guys for racing with us. Dak Fu coming through. And everybody who continues to show up and just grow this thing a little bit. As of right now, we still have like, what is it, 4 spots open? 5 spots? So if
4 or
anybody's
5.
yeah, 4 or 5 spots still open. If anybody's interested, you can join in. Next week here for the Ruthless GT3 series, things take a twist. It will be the All-Star race from Le Mans, and we'll be in a different car for that one. It won't be in the GT3 cars. Totally different ballgame. Everybody in the same car. Would you walk us through what that's going to be like, Monkey?
Yep, so next week is the All-Star break. We will be running the 24-hour Le Mans course in the 2018 Camaro ZL1 1LE, which is a hell of a car all by itself. But every driver will be an identically configured car, and this version will have 1,004 horsepower running on racing tires. It will be an exciting track. This is Le Mans with no chicane on the back straight, so I don't know the exact length, but I think it's 3.5 or 4 miles of straightaway where you can unleash all 1,000 horsepower of that Camaro.
And we predict, and we've been seeing some in testing, these cars could get up over 250 miles an hour through that straight stretch.
They sure can, and we're seeing lap times at that track under 3 minutes 30 seconds, which is as fast as you're going to see at that track.
Yeah, it's a fairly large track and has its own rights of twists and turns without the chicanes. So you get a good mix here in the All-Star race of a super powerful car with super high-speed straights and super technical turns.
And some super skilled drivers. So I'd like to mention again, we had another race today with no cautions.
That's right. Just the pace lap at the beginning, get everybody settled. Kind of an in-game issue there that caused us to have to do that. Yep. But yes, adding all these new guys and everything, had 11 to start off the race at Autopolis of all places. I mean, you can see on the picture of the landscape as it goes by. I mean, there is hundreds of feet in some areas to go off the track. So, yeah, it was a good race at Autopolis, especially with everybody, just coming into the league and stuff.
Yep, excellent race. And that track, there really only is one spot that you would call a straightaway. Everything else is a turn. You got the front straight, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was a great race today, like you had already mentioned, but good job by the Showtime crew. They came out and did a fantastic job for just getting into the series, finishing second and fourth. And Dak was new, good finish, 8 out of 11 starters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great job. Not easy to join a new league, new drivers, new set of rules. So good job for everyone. And Cork has a bad day and still ends up top 5.
That's just how the Cork is.
Yes.
Well, once again, I want to appreciate everybody who tunes in, everybody who's raced. As always, Ruthless Nation, best nation. And make sure you tune in tomorrow. Catch me in the booth for the Ruthless Racing Pro Series over on NASCAR Heat 5 as we will take on Pocono. And, the Tricky Triangle. So a little tricky here in the GT3 series. We had Canadian Tire in the Legacy series on Tuesday, and then Pocono on Thursday in the Pro Series. So just all kinds of turns in this week's schedule for the Ruthless Racing series all across all platforms and devices and games. But as always, appreciate you, Monkey. Anything else you want to add on to this?
Just that I'll be driving the authentic number 6 Mustang tomorrow. Not the Porsche Mustang, the Ford Mustang. So you can catch me on the Ruthless broadcast there too.
All right. As always, thank you, Monkey, for doing this with me.
Thank you, Stu.
Yep. So a good one from Autopolis. Congratulations, T-Dubs. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, Thursday, for Pocono in the Ruthless Racing Pro Series. And enjoy this weekend's races and anything else you may have going on. Oh, NBA playoff basketball, hockey, all that good stuff. So everybody enjoy all that. But that'll be it for Ruthless Racing in the GT3 series from Autopolis. Catch you next time. Rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.